Meditation, intimate experiences with the divine through contemplative practices. A common sentient series by Sacred Stories Publishing. The quieter you become, the more you're able to hear. Rumi. A time to choose. We find ourselves right now in the age of great transformation, one of the most consequential moments in human history. These are indeed the times that the great prophets and seers throughout the millennia have spoken about. Mankind has experienced and survived many eras of tremendous change, of course, yet with each turn of the spiral, the permutations become more amplified, as if there will be one final revolution of the cycle that turns it all around, so we can start anew once more. Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to the next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. Quite a few of you have sent me messages on continuation of dealing with difficult relationships or difficult people. And today we want to talk about navigating around challenging relationships, challenging situations. And as I sit in the question, or I sit in the focus, thinking about my own life, what I have done with complicated scenarios between myself and someone else. Maybe for me sometimes some of the deepest complex relationships I've had are those that don't necessarily say anything much with the words, but through the attitude and the behavior, my intuition knows this person is under an influence of some algae, anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego. And for whatever reason, my drama is with these people or with that person. And that person looks at me with an energy where their algae is triggered more. And then when I start to feel insecure or uncomfortable around them, my algae gets activated. The acronym that I use for anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego, that's the only reason why any of us struggle with anything in our lives. Whether you think it's a lack of finance, infidelity, abuse, anger, disappointment, laziness, insecurity, male chauvinism, female feminism, whatever you think, it's algae that makes you disturbed. It's the algae that pulls you away from having a compassionate eye, a loving expression to the soul. It's the algae, anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego, as a recording in your spirit that influences your intellectuality to see the person or the situation at a low level of interpretation. Anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego, algae is the root cause of our suffering. On many occasions, we tend to blame always people. She's like this, he's like this, he did this, he shouldn't have done that. Why did he do that? That's not right. This, it's so much, it's like unending. Just never stops. It just continues over and over and over again. It's the blame game. But nobody ever really looks inside of themselves to see why they feel the way they feel as a result of the person's behavior. Their behavior is their behavior, but why am I feeling so insecure or angry or worthless? Think about it for a moment. When you navigate around difficult situations or relationships, you first have to start with your own self. Like, why can't I go around feeling inferior? Why can't I go around feeling afraid of making a decision? Why do I have the fear of messing up or making a mistake? That's difficult. That is very toxic. That's very challenging when you carry that kind of a recording in you as a personality. There are still some relationships when I think of the person, something in me goes into another realm. It was unfair, not right. How could they continue with that? And even if I go into that stream of thought, I know I am in attachment and ego, maybe a little bit of anger. Of course they're going to do that. That's their part. Why they did it? Because it was preordained for them to say that, do that, and be that. And 3, everything is beneficial. I'm still breathing. I'm still existing. But I don't want that feeling in me. And so when you apply spiritual intelligence, spiritual knowledge, it's what I love about the Brahma Kumaris. Every day you're given insights into how to respond to the unfolding of life for you during the day. These thoughts are everything. These thoughts in your mind, they attract the people in your life. These thoughts in your mind attract your health, your wealth, your environment, situations and circumstances. These thoughts carry a vibrational frequency. The whole world is governed by energy, which is a frequency. And whatever your vibration is, it goes towards bringing that in or pushing that out. So sometimes you find yourself in a relationship with someone and it's not matching, And what is not matching? The fact that he likes apples and you like oranges? That's fine. Variety is beautiful. But what's not matching is your attitude, your interior feelings and thoughts towards the person, such as love and good wishes for the person. In today's blessing in Baba's class, he said, to have good wishes for a soul to enable them to move forward is a sign that your nature is that of a world benefactor, someone who can give benefit anywhere they go in the world, because they have the good wish in them to see someone progress and move forward. Means wherever they go, they're kings. So different than how the world is functioning nowadays. Nowadays, a king feels, how many people can I destroy who doesn't get in my way, so that I can be the one that solely rules and everyone only listens to me, because I know what I'm doing. The world is a big pot, I tell you. Nobody really knows the heart of anyone. Nobody. Nobody knows what is inside of the heart of a human being and what the soul's journey has been, that they're struggling or going through whatever challenging situation they're going through. Nobody, only God, the supreme power. And so what I have experienced in how to navigate around challenging or toxic relationship is I really look at the way I feel when I'm with those individuals. They might be a villain. There is no doubt. There's some evil going on there. And what I define as evil, a very high experience of algae, anger, lust, greed, attachment, or ego. It's very amplified in the soul's personality. To such an extent it becomes evil and the norm for them to think the way that they do. And that is fixed in the drama to occur. And that's why, for thousands of years, there's always been a villain. Whether you're married to one, whether you work with one, or whether you've given birth to one, or maybe they were a friend, or maybe your next door neighbor, or maybe a leader of a country, or maybe a religious leader. I'm just saying, evil has existed for far too long. And yet in movies, action movies especially, where there is a villain, always the hero wins at the end. It's a wonderful story. And the hero is always about the good for the betterment of humanity or relationships. And so I'm inviting you to think about the hero that is within you. The hero that has the capacity to discern when your beloved, your child, your co-worker is under the influence of algae, and it has nothing to do with you. It's not personal, it's not me. They are under that influence. Let me stay in my companionship with God. Let me work with why I feel either nothing at all, or I feel troubled by it. Then I can do the work. Then I can apply spiritual knowledge. Then I can go to God and ask, what does love want me to feel here? But it's not personal. Whenever somebody is under an influence of the 5 vices, anger, lust, greed, attachment, and ego, it's not yours. If you're unaffected, it's not yours. But if you get affected by them, then you too have an element of it. Do the work on yourself. Practice. Practice being self-conscious, and don't be so quick to absorb the negativity and dismiss what's positive and good for you. Sometimes we have this habit to hold on to the negative and let go of the positive. It should be upside down, the other way around. I should hold on to the positive and dismiss the negative. Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be happy? Do you want to experience peace, confidence? Do you want to be a loving person that has enough to give? What do you want to be as a person living your life? How do you want to live what's left of this life? It's in your hands. It's not my job to do it for you. It's not your spouse, it's not your children, it's not your government, it's not your next door neighbor. It's you. Let's take a moment with ourselves. Is it possible at all for us to break the pattern of being so ordinary? Ordinary, mediocre. Seeing the negatives too fast, too soon. Thinking about the worst scenario of things turning out. Not being able to find solutions to simple, trivial things. Rather not trying enough to build your inner strength and inner capacity. Let us turn inwards and really look at our lives for a moment. Who am I? What is mine to do here in my life now? What is next for the soul to uncover, to discover, or maybe to recover from? Each and every moment of every breath that I take has meaning. Everything is just a habit. I have the power to change my habits. I have the power to change the way I think and feel and the way I move along in my life every day. I have the power to change myself. And if I can transform my own feelings into good wishes and pure feelings for the self, it's easy to do it for others. If I can't do it for the self and I practice it on others, eventually I will be able to feel it for myself. Good wishes, pure feelings, the cure to every challenging relationship. To keep in mind when someone is short or insensitive, they're under the influence of algae. At that time, they're at their weakest. I can uplift them with eyes of compassion and thoughts of good wishes and pure feelings for them. This is what it means to be a child of God. One who uplifts others, who is benevolent towards others, who is kind and respectful and thoughtful to others. So in this moment of introspection, I talk to myself with the intent, awaken, soul, awaken to the good and the power that is in you and of you. Awaken the love that is in. Awaken the peace that is within. Awaken the joy. Awaken the wisdom. Awaken the purity. Awaken. This will help you to transcend anything difficult outside of you. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out. I hope that meditation was beneficial for you to just help you to overcome some of these challenging relationships, which are not really a challenge, it's really an opportunity. A lot of times, if I bump into something that I think is a challenge, I call it an opportunity. I'm going to become better here. Let's go to our awakened intelligence and hear what it has to say, how to navigate around challenging relationships according to the PKs. Navigating challenging relationships is a central aspect of personal and spiritual growth in the teachings of the Brahma Kumaris. Their approach is rooted, of course, in Raja Yoga meditation and a deep understanding of spiritual principles. Number 1. See the soul, not the role. Core teaching, everyone is a soul, a being of peace, love and purity, temporarily playing different roles to the body. Application, when someone behaves negatively, try to detach from their role. Example, a critical boss or demanding relatives, and see them as a soul who may be in pain or ignorance. Number 2, self-transformation first. Core teaching, when I change, the world changes. Application, focus on changing your response rather than trying to change the other person. Cultivate your inner peace, patience, and compassion, which often diffuses conflict naturally. Number 3, don't absorb, observe. Be a detached observer of your own and others' behavior. Application, practice observing emotions without reacting. Use meditation to strengthen your inner stability so you're not shaken by others' negativity. 4, karmic and settling old accounts. The core teaching is relationships often bring karmic accounts from past interactions, past births. Application, view challenges as opportunities to settle past karmic debts with love and patience. Holding grudges only deepens those karmic debts. Number 5, use positive energy and good wishes. Core teaching, pure thoughts and good wishes are powerful tools of transformation. Application, instead of criticizing or mentally arguing with others in your mind, send them your pure elevated thoughts. You are a peaceful soul. May you experience peace. Number 6, of course, regular meditation. Meditation connects the soul to God, the Supreme Soul, the ultimate source of love and strength. Daily meditation helps fill you with spiritual power needed to handle any relationship with grace. Number 7, maintain your spiritual company. The company you keep will influence the state of your mind. What we do, we attend morning classes, we listen to spiritual talks, and we surround ourselves with like-minded souls to stay elevated, especially during conflicts. Number 8, speak less, speak sweetly, speak truthfully. Words should be a reflection of inner peace and wisdom. Application, avoid impulsive speech during tension. Respond with kindness and clarity, not from the place of your ego or hurt, which many of us do when we're out of control. Don't take things personally. Ego is hurt when we identify with our roles and opinions. Application, stay soul conscious to reduce the emotional charge. Understand that others act based on their own inner turmoil, not as a direct attack on you. Number 9, surrender to God, the divine. God, Shiv Baba, is the guide, friend, and helper of the soul. Application: in moments of difficulty, mentally offer the situation to God. Ask for inner strength and clarity to handle everything with love. What I do, I ask love, what do you want me to do? Love it, right? It's worth going back over to really study these tips and steps to take. Let's go to the Sister Gita effect and enjoy our beautiful Sister Gita.
An angel whispered, "How can I create happiness? Who am I? I am not sure I understand. So in truth, we do not die? Everything will become clear if you simply ask, who am I? The answer to this question you must come to know if you're to find true happiness and be free from feeling low. So tell me, who am I? Fill in this gap. I have already told you, you're not a body, you are a soul. But I know I have a soul, this much I have been told. And yet I still fear death and worry about becoming old. You said you have a soul, but this I didn't declare. I said, you are a soul. This is what I shared. But what is a soul? A soul is a point of light. It is a child of God that's filled with virtue and might. Embedded within the soul is the memory of what it's known. No two are the same, though they come from the same home. Their home is up above, with God beyond this earth. Although they come here and receive a body through birth, only in a body can a soul experience and express. Depending on its memory, it will be happiness or distress. But please do not worry at all. All will become clear. You will understand the more that you hear. Know your nature's good, though you have a bit of greed and anger and so on. Know that your nature is good with that greed. The greatest irony is you already have what you need. Hearing this piece of wisdom gave me a chill up my spine. I wanted to know more. What was already mine? You spend your life looking for what you already have. It's like you're riding in a car but searching for a cab. You search for peace in nature, in the woods, or at the beach. Sometimes you can feel it, but nature's not always in reach. You search for love in others. You want it from other people. As soon as you feel it, you run to the nearest steeple. But please, listen, peace isn't out there in a bush or a tree, and love isn't found in the people you see. Both are experience that takes place in the mind. It triggered from the outside, then you are in a bind. Now you're dependent on something made of matter. It could be a beautiful scene or someone else's pitter-patter. But what if I told you, you are peace? You are love. Would this not give you the lightness of a dove? For these you need not search. These virtues are in you. But you are many times, not just these two. The angel continued, you are purity, happiness, wisdom, and power. You are the radiance and fragrance of a beautiful flower. But this you don't believe, told that you're less. This falsehood you accept, then everything becomes a mess. I will admit, of course, the vices have taken root, but I know in a second you could give them the boot. If only you realize the vice of ego brings anger, attachment, lust, and greed put your happiness in danger. You don't think you have love or peace within yourself, so your ego quietly says, take it from someone else. All the vices convince you what you need is out there. So you search and you search for as long as you dare. But you already are that for which you long. If you just realize this, you would sing a sweet song, Om Shanti.
Thanks, Sister Gita. I hope everyone's gotten their copy of the Sister Gita Effect, and please leave a review. I'm hearing back from a lot of people that it's very soul-stirring, and I love that. Hi, Divya, Baba, Banu, Usha, Dr. Etty, Om Shanti. Can we do a book signing in Miami with you? Can you get together your whole gang? Let me know. All right, Shobha Shatri, ooh la la, when a person's behavior doesn't serve your higher good, should you separate yourself from them when you're not feeling very strong? But don't use the separation as the only response, ooh la la. Hi Gigi, got the time. Dinesh, Jackie, nice to have you back. Duke, can't wait to see you. Love Sea Salt, Yukti, Eb, Indu, Dean Dhirais, Annette Henry, all of you. Thank you all so much. And hopefully we will continue to keep growing together and making our lives better. Thanks for joining the next normal. I'll see you tomorrow. Om Shanti. Bye.